Hello Star Wars fans, Mando Mitchy here, and today in this video we're going to be doing an action figure review for Vintage Collection action figure Momaw Nadon, also known as Hammerhead. And if you were around when I was in the 70s, we only knew him as Hammerhead. So let's get him open and see how this figure looks. Alright, we've got Vintage Collection action figure Momaw Nadon, also known as Hammerhead, and it is VC362. Okay, good looking action figure. So like a lot of our new action figures, very highly posable, a lot of articulation, does have soft goods, and really awesome looking guy. It's going to really do a great job filling out this new cantina that's coming. So I don't know if you ordered that, but I did not. I just started collecting again about a year ago, and by the time I had known even what a HasLab was, that had already closed, so I didn't get to order that. I'm thinking about maybe getting one on the secondary market after all the dust settles, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is the new Hammerhead. It's on the very controversial oversized card. So I know there's a lot of people upset about that. I collect card figures, but not primarily, so typically loose figures, so I'm not too upset about it, but I get it. I understand if it's an issue to you. But yeah, good looking action figure. He does have rear pegs, holes for the rear pegs in that, so he doesn't stand very well without a stand. So I've got one of the stands that I get from Platoon Systems, so he stands very well with that. But overall, just really good looking action figure. He does come with a lot of accessories. He was titled Deluxe, so whatever that means in today's Hasbro definition. But he does come with his blaster, another gun here, and even though his hand's very big, he does hold that pretty well. And then he comes with the other hand with his cup. So really going to be nice to fill out a cantina diorama with that, and I'll take some pictures of that in a minute and have that up in the video as well as we review this. But yeah, good looking guy. I wanted to do a little research as far as the species and who this guy was, but if you were like me and you saw him in the original movie in 77, 78 when that came out, you knew him as Hammerhead, not Momaw Nadon. We really didn't know anything else about him, but his screen time is very short. And he's in there with all those other great aliens. So what a great part of Star Wars that was to see that. And I still watch that and just takes me back. And what a great scene. But this guy, Hammerhead, was from the planet Ithor. And in lore and legend, as I researched this a little bit, he was known as a rebel sympathizer. So he was exiled from Ithor to Tatooine because he gave up some sort of trade secrets as far as the agricultural things that were going on his home planet. So they kicked him off of his planet, and he went and had to live in Tatooine. So terrible place to get exiled to, I would think. But they said that he actually had a garden in Tatooine. So I don't know if you've ever seen that, but we've seen Tatooine in numerous movies now and some of the other series. And I've not seen anything resembling a garden on Tatooine, so I'm not sure where that was, but it said that actually he would harbor Rebel Alliance people. So we saw him briefly in the Cantina Mos Eisley in Star Wars A New Hope. So that's where we saw him. This guy, he's takes up a lot of screen. If we saw him actually just in that bar setting, but he measures in, from what I could tell, this guy measures in at a whopping 6'4". So 6'4". Big guy. And for those of you that are not in the United States, that's 1.95 meters. I did find out that this species was also referred to as leathernecks by the Imperials, so the stormtroopers and other Imperials, and it wasn't a term of endearment, it was more of an insult. So they referred to them as leathernecks. I did find out that Ithorians can be force sensitive. Talk in just a minute. I do have a a Force sensitive or a Jedi Ithorian in the scene here, but mainly they were known as a very peaceful species that were farmers, and their planet was one of peace. So one thing that was very interesting to me as I was researching the species is they have two mouths located, one on each side of their head, and you can see that area right there as it focuses in. I hope you can see the one mouth and the second mouth there. And they said they had not only two mouths, but they had four throats, and that was one of the reasons that they were known to have this very deep bellowing voice. So yeah, really neat species of alien. And want to talk a little bit about a guy that I have trouble pronouncing his name. He's another Ithorian, a Force-sensitive Jedi. So this is Roran Karab, and I picked him up. He was one of the 30th anniversary action figures. I bought him. He was still on card as I picked him up. Just really thought he was neat and bought him on an online auction. So really cool guy. So if you don't have him for your collection, you might be on the lookout for him as well. There's a collector. It's on one of the social media platforms that I look at, and he does some photographs of species of aliens from Star Wars. And the other day he did one of all the Rhodians. So like Greedo's species, he had a whole shelf full of Rhodians, and I don't know if some of them were customs. I'd never seen half these guys, so really cool. So I wanted to include any of the Ithorians that I had in my collection, as I've only been collecting about a year, but I've got another one of Hammerhead here from another different era of that. And then I have the OG from 77. Love that guy. So had him as a kid. That's not my childhood figure, but it is a figure that I had as a child, and love to set up my cantina. I just actually got that recently. It's all original. I do have the original cardboard backdrop for it. That's a reproduction. The other one was looking kind of rough, so I went with the repro for the video today. But yeah, I just wanted to do that. So yep, great figure. I'm gonna show some photographs as well with him using his other hand and some of his other accessories. But yep, if you don't have him in your collection, I would recommend picking up the new Hammerhead or Momaw Nadon VC362 on the controversial oversized card back. All right, and Hasbro, please get us that Cantina set that came out on May the 4th that none of us could buy. Please get that to us. Please reoffer that. I don't know anybody personally that was able to buy that. I was at a baseball game, May the 4th day, Star Wars Day at the stadium, and I had my phone out. I was trying to buy these things, risking taking a foul ball to the face. I mean, I was risking life and limb, Hasbro. I need that 3-pack of those Cantina aliens, because that figure, the Hammerhead in that, is different than this guy. So, and I really wanted the Hoth Snow Trooper Commander. Wanted him desperately for my Hoth diorama. So Hasbro, I don't know if it was tariffs, it was a messed up website, low inventory, what the deal was, but please allow us to get those. Throw us a bone, get us that action figure set back on Hasbro Pulse so we can buy it. All right, this is Mando Mitchy. Thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe if you like this content and would like to see more videos as we produce them. Mando Mitchy. God bless. I'm signing off.